Sorry about the technical difficulties. Let's pick it up and start again, right where Hawkeye is having to fight against the Black Widow. He says, "So, Cap and the others were right. It can never be the two of us again, huh? Okay, gorgeous, then we'll play it your way." And he slings his bow at her. "You should have given that gizmo of yours enough pizzazz to finish me off, 'cause I'm not quitting while I can still breathe." And then he thinks, what's wrong with me? Even though I know she's out to get me, I can't bear to battle her. Anyway, tossing my bow at her gave me the time I needed to retrieve my arrows. And I've got the bow back again too. So let 'em come. Nothing will stop me. And so he aims his arrow at Swordsman and says, "Drop it, Swordsman. You, more than any other, know that I'm unbeatable with an arrow at the ready." "Perhaps you are, Hawkeye," replies Swordsman, "but it's I who am still the master." And he twirls his sword around. "No arrow ever fashioned can penetrate my spinning sword. Defend yourself. This is the final showdown." Meanwhile, we promise, cross our hearts, that we'll return to Hawkeye and his playmates real soon. But right now, something is happening in an unexplored section of South America that we just don't want you to miss. And these South Americans are saying, "What fate will befall the American intruder? Quiet, the all-powerful Keeper of the Flame is about to speak." And the keeper says, "For ages our people have dwelt in this forbidden land, guarding the secret flame of life within these impassable mountains. But now a spy from the outside world has discovered us, and for that he must die." And look, it's Dr. Anton. He says, "No, I am no spy. I am a scientist. My name is Dr. Anton. I'm here on a research project." "He lies," says the keeper. "Now that he has discovered our flame of life, he plans to betray our secret to mankind. But I, the keeper of the flame, shall be true to my trust." "Don't you understand," says Dr. Anton. "I'm engaged in body cell research. My instruments detected a source of great power here. That's why I came to your land." His words are twisted and false. "See how the mystic flames leap ever higher, glow ever brighter. They cannot be deceived. See how they tell us to beware. We are not safe so long as he lives." Then at that very moment, here come Goliath's attackers. "Keeper, there is a giant in our land. He comes closer even now. We barely escaped with our lives, sire." "I knew it," says the keeper. "The flames never lie. Now only the keeper of the flame can save you. Quickly hide the prisoner. If the giant has come to rescue him, he will soon learn his mission has been in vain." "O sacred flame of life, you have sustained us since before the memory of man, and now in your moment of peril we shall not fail you. None shall ever betray your secret, not while a single one here in the forbidden land remains alive. Though we be menaced by giants, though we are beset by all manners of danger, the keeper of the flame shall be victorious. So it has been written, so it must ever be." Okay, bold words. And at that very moment, the most dramatic figure in all adventuredom appears. It's Goliath. He thinks it's fantastic, like a scene right out of H. Rider Haggard. He was an adventure author. You can ask your dad. He's seen the movie King Solomon's Mines. That was written by H. Rider Haggard, and sure enough, this is also an adventure story like that. But, thinks Goliath, I don't see Dr. Anton, but Goliath's captive hollers, "Keeper, keeper, save me! The giant will slay us all." Then slowly, mercilessly, the cold, unblinking eyes of the keeper of the flame gaze upward like twin rays of living hate. "The giant, he is our enemy. Destroy him." "Hold it," says Goliath. "You've got this all wrong. Do not let him trick you," cries the keeper. "Strike now." And his followers say, "Strike, as the keeper commands." "They're firing some sort of ray guns at me," thinks Goliath. "They're not as primitive as they look. Death to the giant." "Okay," says Goliath, "that does it. I don't need a house to fall on me to know that I'm not wanted." And here they come. His size cannot save him. There are too many of us, and we are armed. After him, he must not escape. He fears us. See how he has released his captive. "They think I'm afraid of them," thinks Goliath. "They don't realize I just don't want to hurt anyone if I can help it." He says, "Stay back. Listen to me. I'm not interested in your blasted flame. I'm just looking for Dr. Anton." But the natives say he lies. Seize him. "Okay, group, if that's how you want it, I'll just scatter them fast. And hey, this is like a grade B mystery movie. Just when things get going, the lights go out. I know I'm not Rock Hudson." That's a handsome movie actor. "But I didn't think I was that hard to look at." But then suddenly, "Quickly," says someone, "follow me. It was I who covered the chamber with a screen of black light." "Okay," says Goliath, "you're not wearing a mustache, and you've got wavy hair, so you must be a good guy." I'm not sure what wavy hair or a clean-shaven face has to say about it, but it's just something to say. And so the wavy-haired fellow says, "I am Prince Ray, rightful ruler of the Forbidden Land." And then the keeper says, "Only the prince possesses a black light activator. He has betrayed us. Ray must also die. The word of the keeper is the law eternal. Death to the giant and to Prince Ray." Okay, now that everyone's thoroughly confused, yes, I am, we're going back to New York again, where we find, to no one's surprise, here's Power Man. Falling all that distance onto a concrete floor might have finished anyone else, but not Power Man. Power Man is not someone else. My body has strength enough to survive 100 such shattering falls. But Hawkeye won't survive our next meeting. Good, I still hear the sounds of fighting up above. I want to reach that blustering fool before Swordsman smashes him without me. However, it looks as though Power Man better speed up, or he'll be too late, because, touche, Hawkeye, you fought the good fight, but no man could dodge my sword's lethal blast forever. Zack! Hawkeye falls backwards. Like I always told you, Archer, only one of us could be the master, and that one must always be the swordsman. Too bad you wouldn't throw in with us. What a team we'd have made. Save your epitaphs, mister. I'm surprised at you, says Hawkeye. Look, he's still awake. You were the one who first taught me all about playing possum, remember? Do you know what playing possum means? If you've ever seen a possum, sometimes the possum will kind of roll over and play dead, hoping that his enemy will just walk away. Well, Hawkeye was playing possum in hopes that he'd have another chance to strike at the swordsman, and so he does. And now it's just you and me, hand to hand, no weapons and no flowery speeches. I've waited a long time for this swordsman. Pow! much too long. I've lived in your shadow for years, always remembering that you were my tutor. You were the master. You never let me forget it. Crack! But the past is over now. The past is dead. You are the master no longer. I'm free of you at last. And so Hawkeye stands above the unconscious body of the swordsman who he has knocked to the floor. All right, so Hawkeye is the master. But then, oh no, here comes Power Man. You won't find me so easy to beat. Power Man, shouts Hawkeye. Ha! You struggle like a true Avenger, says Power Man. You fight to the end. I like that. It'll make my victory all the more satisfying. But Hawkeye thinks if I can just reach back behind his head, get a grip on him, and exert leverage at the right second. But footsteps. Someone behind us. Who's coming? Zzz, tack! It's Black Widow. She attacks not Hawkeye, but Power Man. She shoots him with her widow's bite, and she says, release him now. Hawkeye cries, Natasha! He released me, thinks Hawkeye. Now it's my turn. But Natasha says, hurry, Hawkeye. The Black Widow's bite cannot hold him much longer. Don't worry, Natasha. He's finished. No, she cries. Have you gone mad? You're aiming much too high. But Hawkeye always aims in the right place. Fuck! Am I? Power Man says, ha, you missed me. But no. Sure I did. I hit the top of that beam. Rop! And my second arrow smashed the bottom of it. Back, Natasha, quickly. This is it. With that pillar shattered, half the roof is collapsing, showering tons of brick down upon him. That does it. Even with his tremendous strength, I'll be long gone before he can free himself. Hawkeye, wait, cries Natasha. Where are you going? Back to the Avengers, where I belong, answers Hawkeye. I don't know why you helped me at the last minute, Natasha, but... And she says, because I came to my senses. The brainwashing wore off. Brainwashing? Asks Hawkeye. You mean, oh, my darling, says Natasha, did you think I would ever harm you, ever turn against you? It was the Reds, those communists. They brainwashed me into betraying you. But when it mattered most, my love for you won out. I freed myself from their insidious control. You must believe me. Hawkeye says, I want to, Natasha. Oh, how I want to believe you. But now, as we dry our eyes, oh, Natasha, Hawkeye, they're together again. It's scene switching time again. So back to Avengers HQ. And the Wasp sees a live news telecast from South America. Oh, it's our missing rocket air car. And the reporter says, here in the Amazon region, police are trying to explain the disappearance of world-famous Dr. Franz Anton. The only clue is this strange craft found near his laboratory. The Wasp says, Hank is the only one who could have taken the air car. He must have flown to see Dr. Anton. But the doctor is missing, and there's no trace of Goliath either. Something terrible must have happened. I know it. I just know it. And she's right. Cap, I've got to see you. We have to do something. Easy, Jan. Whoops. Easy, Jan. I've already seen the paper and heard the telecast. Whatever trouble Goliath may be in down there, he won't face it alone. I promise you that. Then, says Jan, you think he may be in some sort of mysterious danger too? How can we ever reach him in time? Get a grip on yourself, girl. You've got to remember one thing. Goliath is the most powerful Avenger of any of us. Whatever threat he may be facing, my money is on him. And now you may be pleased to learn that this is positively the last change of scene we'll toss at you this issue, mainly because we run clean out of panels, so we're almost finished with our story. And we return to Goliath and Prince Ray. Goliath is thinking, an undiscovered race dwelling here in a forbidden land, led by a fanatical keeper of the flame, who chooses to kill any intruder rather than let their secret be revealed to the outside world. But what is their unknown secret, and how is it tied in with that strange, dazzling, seemingly eternal flame? I've got to find out. There's a far greater mystery here than I suspected, and perhaps a far greater menace to the human race than any we have ever faced. Prince Ray says, perhaps the fates themselves have sent you to aid us, for if you too should fail, then all of Earth may well be doomed forever. So it's another earth-defying menace that they face. The Keeper of the Flame says, muster the guard, we strike out at once. Only the accursed Prince Ray could have aided the giant, therefore they both must die. In the name of the eternal flame, we must not fail. And his followers answer, they cannot escape. None can defy our supreme keeper. Then let the pursuit begin. Next issue. By the blazing bedevilment of the eternal flame, we promise to tie together all the loose ends you have just finished reading and weave them together into a wondrous web of stupefying spectacle. So, don't miss the fireworks when the mighty Avengers assemble once again. See you, Tiger. And sure enough, we'll be there. We'll keep on reading through these Avengers stories until we figure out the mystery of the eternal flame and see if the Avengers can defeat the Keeper. And then we'll find out more about Prince Ray and the strange forbidden land. Until next time, bye for now. Love y'all.